Good afternoon. Today is March 31st, and this is Mayor Alanna Hnatiw from Council Chambers here at Sturgeon County Central. It's been 4 weeks now since the outbreak of COVID-19 in the province of Alberta. We are currently have 690 cases diagnosed, with the unfortunate 8 deaths to report and 94 people recovered. To say that we've all had a major adjustment in our lives would be quite an understatement. Last week, the provincial government announced that for health and safety of Albertans, law enforcement agencies would now have full jurisdiction to begin to enforce the public health orders and issue fines for violators. So we have a mandatory 14-day self-isolation for those returning from international travel or being in close contact with people with confirmed COVID-19 cases. And those people are also to stay on their own property. We have a mandatory 10-day self-isolation for people showing symptoms such as cough, fever, shortness of breath, runny nose, or sore throat, and restrictions on mass gatherings over 15 people or for businesses that are deemed non-essential. And again, we are now legally enforceable and subject to fines. There are also facilities under this that include nursing homes, supportive living and long-term care facilities, seniors lodges, and residential addiction treatment services as well. More information will be provided on the county website very shortly about those specific facilities. I would like to take a moment to commend our administration for their efforts in very quickly moving almost 90% of our workforce off-site and to set them up to work remotely from home. This was important to ensure social and physical distancing. And also a thank you to our frontline employees who continue to be out in the field working to deliver services such as maintaining water, wastewater, roads, fire, and protective services. And just to reassure you that extra safety precautions and protocols have been written by our OH&S and are being followed by those members in the field. The reality is that this new normal that we're currently living in may be going on for longer than any of us initially thought or understood. And as Mayor and along with Council, it is our commitment to residents and businesses that we are committed to working closely with our senior administration as we prepare as best we can to move toward the remainder of this year. We are working to identify where and for how long we anticipate this pandemic will go on for and determine what those impacts are and how best we can reallocate our resources. I do have full confidence in the senior administration and the county staff to bring council sound options to consider and inform decisions on. In council chambers today, we considered residents, businesses, not-for-profit organizations, and community groups and all levels of government. We understand that they're being impacted by this pandemic, and as are our colleagues across the country. We are working to weigh priorities and initiatives while maintaining a balanced budget during what we anticipate would be a prolonged time of ever-changing landscape. Today in our council meeting, we discussed the pressing challenges during this difficult time, looking at different options to reduce the financial hardship on our residents and businesses throughout the county, while ensuring that we have what we need to be able to continue delivering the essential services that you've come to rely on us for. The key decisions coming out of today's council meeting were that council voted to defer the property tax penalty deadline to August 31st, 2020, and to allow for 90-day deferrals on all municipal utility bills. I would like to emphasize that if you are able to meet the regularly June 30th deadline for your property taxes, you are encouraged to do so. This measure is being implemented to help those residents and businesses who are financially challenged so that they have more money available to them during this very difficult time. Municipal utility bills, including water and wastewater, will be deferred without penalty for 90 days through to June. While customers are not required to make any payments during that time, you are encouraged, if you are able, to continue paying your utility bills or pay a full or smaller portion if possible. Also, senior administration is reviewing our revenue reductions and is looking for ways to address this through a combination of spending and service reductions. Also today, Council proclaimed National Volunteer Week from April 19th to the 25th. And I would like to take a moment to talk about the county volunteers. During this pandemic, volunteers can informally support people who may be vulnerable. However, it is paramount that you prioritize your own safety and the safety of those in the community that you are endeavoring to help by complying with all of Alberta Health Services requirements. The number of residents and businesses that have reached out to our county office to offer their time to volunteer their support to those in need has been overwhelming. And this speaks to the true spirit of our community that we have here in Sturgeon County. To ensure both the health and safety of volunteers and those needing support, our Family Community Support Services Department is quickly mobilizing a process to both identify those who want to serve and help, but also those who require that support. This is under development as we speak, so stay tuned as we will be posting information dedicated to COVID-19 on our webpage, sturgeoncounty.ca. Our Sturgeon County Economic Development Department is committed to supporting our business community and is providing access to a wide range of supports on our Start in Sturgeon website. As well, our ECDEV staff will be reaching out to county businesses to gain a better understanding of what it is that you need, what your current challenges are, and ways that we can better connect you to the right resources that are available to you. We have faced a drop in oil prices coupled with a shocking drop in demand, and this is creating a major glut in oil and has put the entire industry on the verge of a system-wide crisis. For public and private sectors, there is an opportunity for funding for green and net zero alternatives, but there is still a massive reliance and importance on the oil and gas industry. The sector plays an important role in many different ways. It provides the building blocks for our modern standard of living in both energy and plastics, just to name a few. Canada's energy industry serves us all. It heats our homes, it provides fuel to the trucks that bring food to our tables, it gets equipment into farmers' fields, and it is relied upon to create critical medical supplies as well. So it's important to Sturgeon County and it's important to all of Canada to support this industry. And we are quite hopeful that both the province and the feds will understand that and offer support. And we are grateful for the support brought forward through Farm Credit Canada with an additional $5 billion increase in lending capacity and potential for loan payment deferrals for our farmers as well. So we are grateful to hear for those supports that are coming down. And in closing, it's important that we continue to practice our social and physical distancing as our community and the world continues to navigate COVID-19. It's important to follow our provincial government's public health orders so that we may flatten the curve, so that we can not overwhelm the healthcare system. We know how hard our frontline staff are working to keep us safe, and it's important that we do our part to keep them safe as well. And in saying that, I would like you to stay safe, I would like you to stay informed, and whenever possible, I would like you to stay home. Thank you. Take care.